Hey guys, Jamiy. Today on Roblox we're playing some more Monsters of Etheria, as you can see on the screen right now. Today, as you can tell by the title, we have another... Are they called Elusives? I'm pretty sure they're called Elusives. I just had a brain fart moment, but we have another Elusive, and I think this one is probably one of the cooler ones because it is Umbris. Obviously. Anyway, hello. So also we have the Umbris, the amazing dragon. If you still don't know exactly how to get this monster, all you gotta do is come up to the ice place and go right in here. And whenever the Umbris does spawn, it's just in here, okay? So that's fine. Well, is it around here? Like, it can be here. I think it can be potentially outside of here. Maybe. But most of the time it will spawn next to those huts. So if you don't know where Umbris is, that's how to get it. Also, if you don't know how to get the Elusive, right now I'm not really too sure about the information, but apparently, from what I've heard, is that obviously the creator of Umbris and the same person that also has Iraspa's Elusive, which also is Wolfragon. So to go to Umbris, you can see as well that Wolfragon is also the same person that came up with Umbris and also made it, so he has the rights to the Elusive. From what I understand, if someone had the idea for a monster and then someone else also made it, like, not everyone that builds for the game comes up with the ideas. Some people that aren't builders for the game will come up for ideas, but also they just either don't know how to build it or just don't have the skills to build it. They'll just draw a rough sketch and paint or something. From what I potentially know, I think it's either a tie. Either the idea guy will have the Elusive, or the model guy will have the Elusive, or maybe both of them get a different version of Elusive, so you can technically get two of them, maybe? I'm not really too sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure there actually are a couple of people that have come up with ideas for monsters that get the Elusives based off of them, rather than the guy that modeled it. Which I guess is fair, but I guess it'd be kind of cool if there was two different versions of Elusives. Although I wouldn't really know if they would all be called Elusive, because also you can't have two of the same names, unless it's Elusive 2, which I don't know if that's a thing, but that might be something cool. I'm pretty sure though there are a couple of people that have made the monster's original design and idea. Also, the guy that is modeling it can tweak it a little bit to actually fit the design overall for the monster a little bit better. But more or less, I guess it's kind of cool. But anyway, also, anyway. What am I trying to say? That you guys have no idea what. Okay. Anyway. I'm so tired, and I'm laughing at my own stupid jokes. Amazing. Anyway, I'm so dumb. But from what I have heard from the community is that Wolfragon is doing something fairly similar, maybe sometime in the future, to what Parky did. Now, also, if you don't know who Parky is, Parky owns the other Elusive that I have. So if I get rid of this Elusive, so all of the other ones that aren't Iraspa and Umbris are from Parky. Now, also, you guys know Parky is. I've always also streamed his game and how to get his rewards, which are all obstacles, which some of them are just annoying. They're not really difficult, they're just more or less annoying. Just the fact that how Roblox physics work and just hitboxes are a thing. So he's going to be doing something similar to that. Probably not an obby, but probably his own version of a minigame or something like that in order to get the Elusive, which I think is also really, really cool if more people started doing that, but it's whatever really. But anyway, like I said, today we are checking out the Elusive Umbris, so also that was the normal one. The exotic, if you haven't seen the exotic, is fairly cool. It's kind of like a gold. Pretty sure it's meant to be based on gold, but it kind of looks like that cheesy yellow, just yellow. There are some better monsters that pull the gold off a little bit better than Umbris, but this still looks pretty cool anyway. I mean, the eyes are kind of glowing sapphires kind of sense, which is pretty cool. But I think actually it was Iraspa's yeah, actually it was Iraspa's Elusive. I feel like Iraspa's Elusive pulls off the gold a little bit better, but thinking about it, Araspa's elusive actually is kind of like similar, I guess, colors to well, not really, but like has a couple of colors that resemble Umbris's exotic, which I guess is kind of cool, but probably not. There's probably a huge coincidence, but also that is Umbris. I mean, it's also and you kind of know it's meant to resemble gold, but kind of like is one of those cheesy yellow, like fake golds that also is just yellow, but is trying to be golds. But gold is pretty difficult to make on Roblox at the very least. There are I'm pretty sure actually it's a color in like the RGB wheel that actually is gold, but it doesn't really look like gold in certain situations. And if this is also using the gold color, I feel like it just doesn't pull it off that great. So for some reason, like you can tell it's meant to be gold, but for some reason it just looks like the fake gold that you always see. But anyway, enough of that. Let's show off the elusive lens. So obviously, the elusive is really cool. The wings actually kind of resemble like a glass theme. Also, you can see through it and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I kind of wish there was more monsters that like did that, to be honest. I really like that. Also, like I'm pretty sure it's meant to be glass, or it could be ice. I'm not really too sure if there even is a glass texture, or if it's just like an ice over it that is trying to be like kind of like a glass. But also what I'm trying to say is that you can see through the wings, which honestly I think is really cool. I'd love to see that like implemented into more monsters designs, to be honest, because that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, you can even see like all of the stuff like kind of part in different ways through it as well. But yeah, also in my opinion, it looks like a RuneScape wyvern that isn't undead. Also wyverns in RuneScape at least, I'm not really too sure if they're all like skeletal wyverns. Well, I mean in RuneScape they are called skeletal wyverns, so I guess normal wyverns also have the flesh, but I've only really seen the skeletal wyverns in RuneScape, and this reminds me, and this is like a perfect image of what I would expect a wyvern to look like. Also, if you look at like a RuneScape skeletal wyvern, if that had flesh, I would 100% like picture this, which actually is pretty cool. But honestly, it's kind of like a frost dragon as well. I guess I could see that as well, which also is another RuneScape thing. It's been a long time since I played RuneScape, but I remember all the monsters so vividly because of how much I no-life that game back in 2007 before I even joined Roblox a year later. I no-life the heck out of that game. But yeah, I definitely think it's one of the cooler elusive we've seen so far, because I mean, this is pretty cool. I kind of wish that the spikes on its back also followed this, but it still looks pretty good anyway. But there is that. Anyway, let's go check out a few more of the different versions of the elusives that we can try to get out of this. Okay, so for example, we can just stick inverted on this, which is that brown. Not really a big fan of that, but hey, it looks pretty cool still. I mean, Umbris is pretty cool. It's a freaking dragon. Who doesn't love dragons? Like, I probably had a huge... I know I had a huge obsession with, like, reptiles, dragons, dinosaurs, lizards. And I still do. I still like lizards. Lizards are probably one of my favorite species, I guess. It's just reptiles, like crocodiles, alligators, stuff like that. They're cool, okay? They're cool. But yeah, and Umbris is also no exception to that, for me at least. So that is pretty cool. The wings actually look a lot, well, also they still follow the glass pattern, but because it's brown, you can't see through them. You can't see through them at all, really. But you can tell that they're still tinted because that's the moon. So I'm guessing actually it's using is it using reflective, not a glass lens? I'm not really too sure what it's using, but you can see the moon, so it's probably got something like that. Which also it's right there. It's actually a blue moon right now, but you can tell it's like a tint, which is still pretty cool. But I don't really be kind of brown really on a lot of monsters. I mean, I guess it looks okay on Umbris, but they're like the normal elusive actually just way better, in my opinion. Anyway, hello. Where is Umbris? Next, I guess I mean, black and white's just gonna change to black and white. Reflective. I guess we could check out the reflective. But you can tell that the wings are actually now a bit more dense, a little bit more thicker, I guess you could say. So I guess actually the wings originally aren't reflective. They are a different material for the wings, not reflective because they get a little bit thicker. Unless if the normal monster already uses reflective a little bit, I'm guessing if you add the reflective skin, it just increases. Maybe it might just increase the reflectiveness of it. So I mean that would be kind of cool, but I'm actually not too sure about that. But that looks pretty cool. It doesn't really change too much really because of the specific color that this is. I mean, a light blue, which is actually like a really light blue, kind of mixed in with like a lot of white as well. So it really kind of looks reflective straight off the bat, but pretty cool. Anyway, if you don't have the elusive, I actually figured something out just after I got it. That I was trying some skins, like trying to see what was actually the closest thing possible to the elusive. And I figured out actually, if you have demonic inverted, it's fairly close. Like it's a little bit more bright and also the wings aren't as cool. But I mean, this is a very close version of the elusive in my opinion. Is the demonic inverted. Also demonic is red, and also if you invert that, it'll be a lighter blue, especially when it's demonics are very dark reds. So I mean, this is still pretty cool to get a demonic invert. Demonic inverters is really cool on pretty much most monsters in this game, so definitely recommend. And you actually get a particle effect as well. So I know Umbris is one of those things that pretty much everything is going to look really good on it, even though we checked out the elusive inverted and it's brown, and like I said, I'm not a big fan of a lot of brown monsters, just for the fact that some of, I don't know, just brown's like just a standard color, but like a blue freaking dragon, heck yeah, man. But I don't know, I mean, just a black version of Umbris is just cool, a white version of Umbris is just cool, but brown, like same with green, like I'm not a big fan of green either. Like brown and green just like my least favorite go-to colors for monsters, but Umbris can pull them off, and I feel like Snick can as well. Like if a monster's done good, it doesn't really matter what color it is, it's still gonna pull it off. Obviously there's gonna be better colors for it that could suit it a little bit better, but if it's a good monster, which Umbris and Snick are amazing monsters and they couldn't be done better really, it doesn't really matter what color they are. I mean, for example, Snick is green, and I say green is my least favorite color, second to brown. But Snick is green, and that is my favorite monster in this game. So as long as the monster can pull off a color is amazing, it doesn't really matter what color it is, it's gonna pull it off either way, which is what Snick and Umbris actually do in my opinion. But that is where I think I'm gonna leave it off there. Hopefully you guys enjoy that, is checking out the Umbris's elusive, and also if you actually don't have the elusive, if you have the demonic and inverted skins unlocked for Umbris, you can actually pull off something fairly close to the elusive skin, which also is not 100%, but I mean it's close enough that is, I would say, well, I mean it's close enough, but it's not, also you can tell it's not an elusive, but you get a cool particle effect as well. So I mean it's whatever. But anyway, I'm gonna leave off there before this video gets too long, because it's already fairly long. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and like always, I'll see you guys next time.